Alaikum assalam.
Hi friends, thank you, Shakti and Tamal and Kaiza. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful invocation of peace and arriving, always arriving. I'd like to again just go on gallery view again if you're not. So we really take a moment to feel our circle. We have a lot of friends gathering here from around the world. Our friends Olga and Waduda are here from Ukraine. And we have a lot of friends here from Russia, which I'm so pleased to see you all. Latifa and Vasudeva and Gulistan and
Jamila
and
Tatiana.
Aliella and that's so far on my screen, but there may, if I didn't call your name, forgive me. So good to see you. Our friends from, did I say Vasudeva? I think I did. Prem is here from New Zealand. What a beautiful planet we have. And then, a lot of us here from the U.S.
Huso is here from Finland.
Are you in Finland now?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Okay. And then, for most of us, our families have come from different parts of the world. And, so our hearts, Malika's from Colombia, but living right now in New Jersey. And, So feeling our whole planet, and together we make a big prayer together from wherever we are, holding our breath, feeling your breath, opening, breathing precious breath, feeling your feet connected to earth, your body, this beautiful body that you have connected to earth. And our hearts with a capacity to open wide and include each other, touch each other. All our friends. We'll say the invocation together. We'll start in English. Yeah.
Toward the One, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of Guidance.
Let's go to Ukraine and our friends Olga and Waduda.
До єдиного, досконалості любові, гармонії та краси, до єдино існуючого, об'єднаного зі всіма просвітленими душами, які утворюють втілення майстра, дух, дороговказ.
Let's go to Finland. If you would use unmute and share. Thank you.
Kohti yhtä. Rakkauden, harmonian ja kauneuden täydellistä. Ainoa olento, yhdistyen kaikkien valaistuneiden sielujen kanssa, jotka muodostavat mestarin ruumiillistun, hengenohjauksen.
Malika, could you share in Spanish, please?
Hacia el uno, la perfección del amor, la armonía y la belleza, el ser único, unido a todas las almas iluminadas que forman el cuerpo del Maestro, el Espíritu Guía.
Let's go to Aliela. Aliela, would you could do either Russian or Hebrew, your choice.
Okay, I say in Russian. К единому совершенству любви, гармонии и красоты, единственно сущему, объединяясь со всеми просветленными душами, которые образуют воплощение Мастера, путеводный дух.
Let's go to our beloved friend in New Zealand, Prem, in Maori.
E mihi ana, ki te kautaki tangapurai, kau ea hoki te tino tamata o te aroha o te whakaratahi me te atahua. Kāri hei tangata, kau ato e aia, I whakakatahi te e ki ngā waiwara tūrama katoa, ko rata nei te whakatinantanga o rātau ko whetu rangitia o te nākau arataki. Oops.
So let's say the Bismillah together.
Bismillah, Rahman, Rahim. Friends, we've called this gathering, we are one together. Together we are one. And it's an important realization that we are united in the one reality, interdependent nature. There are so many stories going around of us and them and this blue and green and red and this and that. There's so many stories of division, and they're serious stories. A war is a very serious story. But we are still one people, one humanity, one life. And it's in our practice and our prayer together.
Planet.
Yeah, one precious little blue planet. So at the heart of our practice, I think, is this affirmation of our unity. And the unity begins with the breath, the one life that breathes through us. And so let's take a deep breath and feel your breath strong and deep. Now take a refined breath and feel your breath refined, subtle. And we can tune our beings to all the different elements in the practice given by Pir Murshid Hazrat Inayat Khan. We tune to the earth element, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose, invoking healing, Ya Shafi on the in-breath, Ya Kafi on the out-breath, healing for the earth element of our being. We give consciousness to the earth element, awakening in us, our bones, our stability, our ground.
tuning ourselves to the water element, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, a flowing breath, giving consciousness to our own fluidity, our blood, all the waters of life that flow through us, our own capacity to flow with everything that comes in through the nose, out through the mouth. And tuning ourselves to the fire element, breathing in through the mouth, out through the nose, a rising breath, invoking healing, Ya Shafi on the in-breath, Ya Kafi on the out-breath, healing for the fire aspect of our nature, the flames that come from our heart. Put the sun in our heart and radiate our love, our light. Now tuning to the air element, refined breath in and out of the mouth, the wings of our heart, our capacity to be lifted up spiritually, raised up. And the ultimate unity, our inner life, the ether breath, breathing with the nose and mouth and the skin of the whole body, but without motion, opening up our latifs, our light body. Invoking healing for our atmosphere, our core. And giving a seal to our practice with the prayer Nayaz. Let's travel with it. Malika, perhaps share it first in Spanish and then Aliella.
Amado Dios Todopoderoso, a través de los rayos del sol, a través de las ondas del aire, a través de la vida que todo lo impregna en el espacio, purifícanos, revivifícanos. Te pedimos, sanes nuestros cuerpos, corazones y almas.
По-русски, пожалуйста, Алиella.
Возлюбленный Господь, всемогущий Бог, лучами солнца, волнами воздуха, всепроникающий в пространстве жизнью, очисти и оживи нас, мы молим. Исцели наши тела, сердца и души. Аминь.
Beloved Lord, Almighty God, through the rays of the sun, through the waves of the air, through the all-pervading life in space, purify and revivify us, and we pray, heal our body, heart, and soul.
Amen, amen.
On the theme of healing, this phrase, we are one together, together one, Halima and I had the good fortune way early in our life to spend a number of years around a healer, black man, Karmu, who took everyone in, made no distinctions, because he realized that every human being needed healing. And in his circle there were lawyers and professors and musicians and gangsters and people from the street and all kinds of, every kind of human being that could show up. And he approached everyone the same. And his baraka was such that Murshid Sam went to meet him, and they really formed a very close connection. Murshid Sam later said, he's like my Black Christ. I had written a poem about the Black Christ, and now I've actually come and I've met this person in the flesh, because he was not charging money, he was not greedy, he would simply do healing with anyone who came and give soup and roots and herbs and all kinds of practices. And we were part of that. Halima and I lived near him for quite a number of years. So this term, we are one, together, together, one, later we'll sing it. Actually, there's a song that comes from it. But it was words borrowed from a talk that Karmu gave in 1974. So this healing is everywhere. We're blessed to be open to the spirit of healing as it finds its way into all of our lives. So we're blessed with us. Okay.
So, we put together a program based on who we think is coming, and so there are two people who I didn't know were going to come, but I'm so happy are here. One is Sue, and at some point, Sue, I hope you will share a poem. So I just want to kind of put you on, if you have one. Good? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And also our friends from Ukraine are here, two beloved sisters who we have met in Russia. I've never been to Ukraine, but they're like neighbors. They're close, and anyway, they're here and they've offered to share something, and so I would like very much to go and visit you where you are right now. So this is
We're
Olga,
going to Lugansk.
I think, if this is where you are, and with Olga and Waduda. Thank you. You have to unmute. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Now we have hard times. Very often we get news about wounded and dead men and a lot of victims in Lugansk, Donetsk region and in Ukraine. And one thing we can do is to pray and support people who need it. Lugansk is filled with refugees from the Lugansk region. Well, and we have an opportunity to support them because, nothing bad happens in Lugansk. It's still here. And the hospitals are still filled with wounded, and we don't have enough medicine, clothes. So all people do what they can. So we would like to share the practice Om Tare Tutare to make our contribution into peace in the world.
Thank you. We are with you, and we send our love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You give me hope for the world. You know, may you have protection. May God protect you. May you protect each other. You know, may you be safe. And thank you so much for joining us. And calling on Tara, you know, Yay Ma. May you be protected. Yeah. Thank you. Here's our friend Malika. Hi, Malika. Continuing this prayer.
Yes, continue the prayer. Thank you so much for our sisters, Olga in Ukraine. We are with you, sister. And we continue invoking mercy. To show you some movements. We can be standing up or sitting if you prefer. And with this chant, we are invoking the divine mercy, you know, through the archetype of Jesus Christ and the healer, who was a big, big healer through his own compassion to the humanity. And I show you the movements. They are very simple. Okay, we can, in the beginning, we walk to the right, holding hands, and we and now we open our hearts to the heaven. And now we do the same to the left. And we open our hearts and we go to the center. And now we receive the blessing going back. And now we spread the blessing, the mercy, the divine mercy to all the humanity. And sitting down, we can do some movements also, if you like, or if you just want to sing. For the musicians, we are in C. Let's attune our hearts, our souls in this prayer. of mercy and compassion. This dance, this chant invite us to receive and embody this blessing. And we can do and we open our heart to the left. And open your heart. We go to the center. We receive the blessing. Now we spray the blessing. I do just the movement. We open our hearts. We open our hearts, we go to blessing. of the divine mercy in our hearts. Spreading the blessing to all the brothers and sisters around the world. We are together. Breathing. Opening our hearts. Bringing the blessing to our hearts and sharing that blessing to all the world. Together singing. Opening our hearts. Holding our hearts as one, holding our hearts as one family. We are one, we are together. We are with you, brothers and sisters. Amen.
Thank you, Malika. So beautiful and um, so needed. So I'd like to share a screen, Shakti, if you could put it on there. And here's, whoops, disappeared. Can you share it again? There we go. This is a quote today that I received this morning, and from Hazrat Inayat Khan in the bowl of sake, and it really suited what I'm going to share today. So I thought I'd share this first. We are closer to God than the fishes are to the ocean. And Murshid Sam had to say this: but all things are of God. The material form, the stream of light, which is the essence of the heart, and the soul. Taisitu Rinpoche, Pir Shabda's Buddhist teacher, who I've had the opportunity to sit with, would say to all of us, every being is an undivided portion of the Supreme Ultimate. The mind can't comprehend that, but the heart can. We are one. And from the Tao, you can close your eyes and just allow this to float over you, wash over you. Empty yourself of everything. Let the mind rest at peace. The 10,000 things rise and fall while the self watches their return. They grow and flourish and then return to the source. Returning to the source is stillness, which is the way of nature. The way of nature is unchanging. Knowing constancy is insight. Not knowing constancy leads to disaster. Knowing constancy, the mind is open. With an open mind, you will be open-hearted. Being open-hearted, you will act royally. Being royal, you will attain the divine. Being divine, you will be at one with the Tao. Being at one with the Tao is eternal. And though the body dies, the Tao will never pass away. So I'd like to share a concentration on a symbol which has woven itself in all mystical traditions, and it's the circle, the ever expanding circle with the dot in the center. So I'd like to suggest that we breathe into the subtle heart. You can place your hand below where the collarbones touch and breathe into that point as the center, and then exhale into the ever expanding circumference of the circle. So we'll do that for just a little bit, and then I will share wazifas to go along. Breathing in to that point that happens to be the center everywhere of that ever expanding circle as you exhale. And if you leave your hand at that point, you might start to feel a change in that area of the subtle heart. Breathing in the point, breathing out in the ever expanding circumference. So I'd like to share a pair of wazifas to go along with that. And as Abraham said, and what Camus shared, we are one. And Ya Ahad is the one without a second, which we are all a part of. It is the point in the center of the circle that is infinite and eternal. And when we say the invocation toward the one, that's what we refer to. When we say Ya Ahad, there is no toward. We become that. And then Ya Samad is, we could say it's returning to your place of origin. And that's the ever expanding circumference that carries the one within it. So we'll again go back and breathing in Ya Ahad into that point, that dot, Ya Ahad, and breathing out, Ya Samad. So we're always leaving and returning, coming back to our origin, Ya Ahad. The other thing that the mystics knew that point in the center of everything, Hazrat Inayat Khan put into one of his prayers, the sun of creation, the light of the whole universe. We are that. Breathing Yahad into the point of the center of everywhere, breathing out into the ever expanding circumference, Ya Samad. So I'm going to be quiet and we'll just breathe those two wazifas like that for a few moments. So all of us are simultaneously the one without a second and the ever expanding circle that enfolds every being in divine mercy, the ocean of mercy, always returning to our origin. Ya Ahad, Ya Samad, 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 Ya Ahad, Ya Samad. So again with the fikr for a few moments, breathing in, Ya Ahad, expanding with the exhale, Ya Samad. So I'd like to read a short poem by Rumi via Coleman Barks, and you can open your eyes and look at the image. This moment, this love comes to rest in me. Many beings in one being. In one wheat grain, 1,000 sheaf stacks. Inside the needle's eye, a turning night of stars. So you might want to breathe in again, Ya Ahad. Breathing out, Ya Samad. Many beings in one being. Thank you, Shakti, if you could. And I would just like to share something that has been helping me in these times that are so concerning. And it's something that supports me and also supports the world, if I remember. Don't let the clouds of the world stop you from shining.
Thank you, Tarana. So beautiful. And thank you all for your presence, because each one's presence, it's really a contribution of the heart. It's so clear. And I want to say just a few more words about gratitude, because from the one hand, it is our nature. It's so much about our humanness to be grateful. And there are so many things to be grateful for. Every breath we take, the sky above us, and so many tiny things we're not aware of. We take it as granted. From other hand, we're living in such a difficult times. Then sometimes this feeling rises like, why to be grateful and how to be grateful, because there is so much pain, so much suffering around us, so much evil, so much craziness. But in truth, there is some place in us generating this gratitude which is not attached to any particular reason. Sufi says, Ya Shakur, is a beautiful name of God, which is expresses gratitude, which doesn't have any reason. And I think it's really very important to remember. Tarana, please can you turn off your microphone? I have an echo. Thank you. To remember about our primary capacity to be grateful. And let's just go into our heart for the short moment. You can close your eyes, you can stay with your eyes open. And let's listen, let's observe this silent voice or silent process of generating gratitude, this Yashakur within us. And you can invoke it by saying silently Al-Shakur or Yashakur. And you can also say it out loud if you wish, a few times, just to test it, to let it sound. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. And so now let's sing out loud this name of gratitude. And so this melody came through some week ago when I woke up in the morning, and I just felt this huge gratitude for just being alive and for having this beautiful adventure of life. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. You can move your heart. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. And we're stepping in the La ilaha illallah. And stepping back if you wish. La ilaha illallah. And turn around and spread out the gratitude. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. One more time. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Ya Shakur. For all our past, all our present, all our future. And just to add, I think the gratitude, it's also a form of love, and the appreciation is a quality of our heart that we can recognize God in everything and in everybody. So, Ya Shakur for that.
Well, I feel so honored to be able to be with you. When I look on gallery view, really, I am so happy that we can gather together like this, beyond, over the ocean, over the hills, that our hearts have no limitation to connect with each other in all our tender beauty. This gives me hope. There's something so precious about being human. They say human beings are the only ones that forget that we are part of this interconnected nature. The birds don't forget. The fish don't forget. The trees don't forget. But we forget. And so this is why we remember, reconnect. Very precious. I just am so grateful that, when I look at the screen, Abraham and I have been so fortunate to travel around the world, and so fortunate to have gone to Russia, a Russia that, and I'm not talking politics now or government, but people, beautiful, beautiful people. And this is where I met Olga, and now I meet Wadud. I don't think I met you in Russia, but now I meet you here. And, there are a lot of our beloved friends from Russia are on this Zoom. And I just wish you protection, and safety and perseverance and strength to stand up for truth and, what's in your heart, integrity. And really grateful that we can meet this way. And so this morning, Abraham and I were part of a Zoom that was had a fellow who was in Kiev, and it was very moving because he's hearing bombs go off all the time. It was very, he spoke, as someone who's in the middle of a war, and so we all feel it. We all have it in our memory. Our body holds the memory of these wars that have come before, and for some reason we haven't learned how to get along with each other yet. But we are. We do when we meet like this. We plant the seeds for a good future. So very grateful to join with you. Really, I think I say the same thing that I feel in your heart, that we're grateful to be able to join together like this. I'd like to just call on our friend Sue, if you would, Sue, to share a poem. You have to unmute yourself.
Am I good?
You are
Yep.
good. You're excellent. Yeah. I share so many of your poems. So people, this is my friend Sue, who is a beautiful poet. Among other wonderful attributes, this is one of her many gifts.
So moved by all the messages received from being in this group and in the body, from being together in this way. And the practices that Tarana had us lead. And Aliela, when you mentioned that this music came through you, this poem, some of you have heard this poem. This poem came through a week ago on a Tuesday morning, and I cannot join Tuesday mornings. I work, and I came through, I wrote it down, I sent it to Halima, and she read it, and such an honor to be able to receive poems. It's a simple poem, and it's a simple practice, and we've already done it already today, so here it is in different words. March in peace during war. This morning, as I wake to this dawn, each breath, I am alive. This morning, as I walk upon the mother, each step, I belong. This morning, my heart's imagination can stay closed and scared or extend far until overwhelmed. Are there only two choices? Breathing deeply as I walk, body rooted, mind infinite. Inhale, heart here. Exhale, hearts there. Inhale, heart here. Exhale, hearts there. Heart here, hearts there. Heart here, hearts there. Rhythmic blessing. To those in harm's way. Rhythmic blessing to those inflicting that harm. I stop in stillness, eyes closed, connected to above, below, to all beings breathing this day, offering eternal love, presence, holding all hearts as one. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue. So next time I read one of her poems, take a good look, because there she is. Thank you. It's a gift to open to the wisdom that comes through you in the way that it does. Murshid Sami, sing a note of glory, and ye shall be the glory.
What are ye but song, and as ye sing ye are, the Murshid said.
So this is, we said we would sing this song. This is a song that Abraham wrote, inspired by our friend Karmu, healer, beautiful healer.
We are one people. We have a place in the sun. We have a place on earth. We have a place together. We are one together. Together one, toward the one together. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. We are one people. We have a place in the sun. We have a place on earth. We have a place together. We are one together. what it's all about. We are one together, together one toward the one. Together, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
An oldie but goodie. Yeah.
The truth is the truth now, then, always, and there's no, the unity, the reality, the realization of unity has been the message of every prophetess, every prophet, every wise ancestor forever has offered us Ya Ahad, Ya Samad, Ya Shakur, Kyrie eleison.
Salam, shalom.
The unity of all life, in the reality of the heart, in the reality of the of commerce and the world. There's division and sect and name and form, and they're all an illusion. They're necessary illusions to go to the store, but to feel the depth of life, we have to let ourselves sink into the realization of our unity.
We are here to complete our humanity, not avoid it. From Merchant Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Complete our humanity, not avoid it.
Yeah.
So our practice is to wish each other well, to realize all beings are sacred, not just me and my friends, not just the people on my block. All life is sacred. All beings are deserving of our prayer, our support, our encouragement, in whatever ways we can. The practice of turning no one away. I was so touched by this teacher, Karmu, who just didn't turn people away. They would show up, the strangest people with the most outrageous challenges and difficulties, and he would meet them all with a big smile and an open heart and big strong hands to offer anyone and everyone.
He was a car mechanic by day.
Yeah.
Healer by night.
Yeah.
Very practical person.
So this inclusion, that we are one together, that is a reality that transcends everything else. It's no different than what Muhammad received in the Quran. It's the same teaching. So we're offered this practice to, wish each other well. We say at the end of our dances often, may all beings be well and happy. And the original Sanskrit from that is this practice, loka, samasta sukhino bhavantu.
So I'm looking right at you, Vasudeva. I see you. And, this was a chant that I was pretty sick, and we were supposed to go to, where were we going? We were going to New Zealand, yeah? And I couldn't go. And I stayed home and I sang this chant. Oh, this became my anchor for healing. And then I got better and I could go. But then the next time I was in Russia, Vasudeva and I we're both singing this, and he'd been putting some movements to it, and we kind of joined forces, and a beautiful practice came out of it. This is what happens when we meet in the heart, yeah? Can you put Vasudeva on the screen for a minute just so everybody can meet him? Hey, Vasudeva. I'm on gallery view, so I don't even know if you're there. Let's see. Are we there? There he is.
There he is.
Beautiful dance leader and musician and lovely person who's held a circle in Russia for a long time. So good to see you, and blessings on you. Yeah. So we're gonna you can take Vasudeva off the screen so he's not on the spot. But let's all go on the gallery view, and we're gonna do this blessing, really a blessing of may all beings be well. And the words are Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. 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 And then we go, Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti. So, this is the invocation where we're calling on this inherent goodness that's at the core of our being. May it be with all beings, all beings. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. Big blessing. So let's wish it for each other in all our relations. And, just let it, like a good seed, may it keep expanding and expanding to reach all beings, all beings. So we could imagine we're holding hands with each other. And we're going to give it in the blessing in all the directions. So we go, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Now we bless. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti. Shanti.
Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti.
One more.
Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti.
Om Hari Om Hari Om. Such deep gratitude. None of us do this alone. You know,
All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance.
yeah, you know, they say if we can get along with our neighbor, we can get along with anybody. World peace starts at home. It starts here, this breath. And for sure, forgiveness and reconciliation, working things out, accepting each other with our imperfections and our glory. Yeah. Let's dedicate together. Let's all just put our hands up, you know, just, you know, if we were in a circle in real space and time, we would be holding hands together. And so this is...
Well, we have to work harder. We are in real space, and we're holding hearts together.
And how...
across the oceans and around the world.
So we can feel each other, the power of presence and the power of our prayer and the power of our song and the power of our actions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's dedicate and let's stay on gallery view, but Aliella, can you dedicate from?
Paruski.
Would you? And with all your brothers and sisters from Russia joining you right now, we hear all of you.
Да будут счастливы все, да будут все блаженны. Мир, мир, мир.
And Malika, can you do it in Spanish, please?
Que todos los seres estén bien, que todos sean felices. Paz, paz, paz.
And we'll go to Ukraine, I think, if you would. Yeah, Olga and Waduda.
Хай будуть щасливі усі, хай будуть всі блаженні. Мир,
Okay, now we'll do it in English. May all
beings be well. May all beings be happy. Peace, peace.
Okay, on the breath, everybody. Staying on the breath, so silent. You're welcome to unmute on the breath, if you like. And then together, very softly, we'll sing peace or mir or whatever your language happens to be, pas. Okay. God bless everybody. May protection and love to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Sarah,
Shakur.
for
Sangha. Yeah, I want to see the Northern Crowd.
Ashakur.
Yashakur.
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 Shakur.
Shakur.
Yashakur.
Thank you, everyone.
Protection, everyone.
Peace.
Blessings and